Good evening. What an amazing theater. Welcome to Ribeira Grande. Ahead of us, the very best of television programs around Europe in Prix CIRCOM. The achievement of 12 awards for quality content and outstanding skills in public service television and media, and some music and dance as well. Early this evening, we had the opportunity to watch Metamorphoses, a play authored by local dance company, 3725 is the name. This was a joint production between these professional dancers from the island and the ensemble composed by the teachers from the Azorian Music School, brought together by the maestro Marco Torres, specifically for this performance. Okay, let's start. And now, please welcome to the stage the president of Prix CIRCOM and chair of the jury, international jury, David Lowen. David. Let's go.
Okay, thank you very much. The Prix CIRCOM is a showcase of the very best programs and skills in public service television and media in the regions of Europe. This evening you will see some of the best video content in Europe, and we can applaud the skills of those who brought it to our screens on TV sets, computers, tablets, or mobile phones, in the home or on the move. This year we have more than 170 entries from 22 countries. We have 10 categories in the Prix, plus a special co-production award. Each Prix category is sponsored. Each Prix category, except one, has a winner and a commended entry. Each Prix winner receives a trophy and €2,000 cash, plus they come to collect the trophy here at the CIRCOM Media Conference and Gala. One category winner is named Grand Prix winner, the best of the best, and receives another bigger trophy and a further €2,000 and even more honor and applause. The judging was by 14 content experts meeting in Odense, Denmark, hosted by TV2 Fyn. And that's a very long way across the Atlantic Ocean from these islands.
Mm-hmm. And now, starting here at this magnificent hall, which is part of much of the Azores history, I invite you to join me on a brief trip to the 9 Magic Islands, a trip full of emotions, tradition, and nature, truly unique in the world, the Azores Islands. turn.
Absolutely. Well, you know, the Azores may be a beautiful tourist venue, but in Odense, the 14 judges were certainly not having a holiday. It was 4 long days of viewing, debating, and deciding between some very high-quality programs.
He can be really credible doing the urban thing when he's doing on location, as well as being credible in the studio talking about political facts.
Who's your winner then? It was an excellent story. It was regional, it was emotional. All of the elements were in it.
Bear in mind that what you're going to show is going to have to really convey to a gala professional audience as well as an audience at home.
So let's discover the result of all those arguments in Denmark. The first category is news, program, and viewer involvement. The sponsor is SVT in Swedish public television, service media operator, and present the trophy. Please welcome from the category sponsor SVT Sweden, the head of local and minorities news and programs, Christina Agrin.
Right, well, this used to be the category news magazine and magazine, the core business of regional television. But now it asks for more than a news agenda set by professionals in the newsroom. The past year has taught Europeans, and since we are halfway to the United States, Americans, whether they're politicians or journalists, that we need to listen more closely to the audience voice and to public opinion. Maybe that way we won't be surprised the way our viewers decide to vote. Also, our historically passive viewers have become much more active users and creators of content as delivery technology has developed. All this suggests our TV newsrooms need to consider a daily news agenda which is from the bottom up rather than the top down. This is what we have tried to deliver in this category criteria. And here is the category chair from BBC Yorkshire in UK, Tim Smith.
Well, as TV producers, we're all investing more in digital platforms. We all know that people are spending more time online, and we all recognise it's a great opportunity to get our content to new audiences. But what this category was after was people who are using those new audiences to inform them. How many of us can really say that our viewers inform our agenda and even set our agenda? So that's what we were after. Evidence of a dialogue with viewers, of real two-way communication. Well, we saw lots of evidence of two-way communication. We liked what RTBF did with their political programme. They used Facebook Live and Match Talk to get questions from viewers for politicians and to get instant opinion. But we commended SVT's programme. They had the start of a story about shopping scams, but they needed more evidence and they needed case studies. So they really involved their viewers in a big way and they got results.
Men vi ska inte glömma av att vi har faktiskt ett lyckligt slut också. När lurade Rickard fick en Bruce Springsteen-biljett av en läsare, Jack ifrån Stockholm.
Jag trodde inte.
Du trodde?
Inte. Det var sant.
Du trodde inte det var sant?
The judge's choice for the winning entry was TV2 Lorry from Copenhagen. They now broadcast their morning editorial meeting live on Facebook once a week, and they ask viewers for stories. Now, a few viewers got in touch about what they thought was an increase in pickpocketing. The team checked it out, and it turned out they were right. Why do they bother doing this? Well, as one reporter put it, why rely on 5 or 6 reporters to provide all the ideas when you could ask all the audience? So that's what they're now doing on a regular basis. And the idea you're about to see was submitted by a viewer one morning, and the next night it was on TV.
Velkommen til live fra redaktionsmøde. Vi prøver noget helt nyt her i dag, og det kommer jeg til at gentage mange gange, fordi det her det er et eksperiment. Men vi prøver som noget helt nyt at sende live fra redaktionsmødet, simpelthen for at invitere jer helt ind i maskinrummet, så I kan være med til at sætte præg på dagens historie. I kan komme med input og så videre. Og det er jo noget, vi har besluttet at prøve at gøre, fordi vi selvfølgelig gerne vil tættere på jer alle sammen.
Et hop tilbage til lommetyverierne. Okay. En Lena Nielsen Thorsen, som skriver, hun har fået stjålet sin iPhone. Okay. Af frakkelommen i en bus i marts måned. Så Lena, kunne du forestille dig at være case på den historie i dag? Så ville det være... Så kunne du måske skrive sådan en besked med dit nummer, og vi kan træffe dig ind.
En dag i marts var Lena Nielsen Thorsen på vej med linje 8A til stoppet foran Frederiksberg Rådhus med sin nye iPhone fremme.
Jeg sad med den i hånden, fordi at jeg ventede et opkald, og så fordi at jeg besvarede en masse e-mails.
På vej ud af bussen lægger hun telefonen i lommen.
Jeg skal både tjekke ud, og jeg skal også holde fast, fordi bussen kører jo som jeg ved ikke hvad.
Lena Nielsen Thorsen tjekker ud og stiger intet anende ud af bussen.
Og så ind i butikken, der opdager jeg, at min telefon den er væk.
Noget, der ellers aldrig sker for en selv.
Så jeg er så påpasselig med alting, og jeg har orden i alting, og alt er lige på deres plads, og det har deres plads i tasken og det hele. Altså, det skulle ske for mig. Altså, jeg tænkte bare, hvor er det ærgerligt.
Det er bare en af de 22.500 episoder, der er sket i København over det seneste år. Mange af dem begået mod turister.
Vi har haft en rigtig god turistsæson 2016 i København, men med en god turistsæson følger desværre også en god tyverisæson, så vi har haft rekordmange tyverier. Det er vi nødt til at tale.
Please welcome the winner from TV2 Lorry in Copenhagen, Denmark, Nina Koholm. Now we move on to category Minorities in Society. This category is sponsored by France Télévisions. Please welcome Jean-Marc Dubois, Secretary General of Regional Channel France 3 and former President of CIRCOM.
Welcome. Nice time.
David.
This is a strong category on a major and continuing issue across Europe, and one which is key for public service media. The entries rarely fail to impress. The chair of this category was from RTE Ireland, Michael Lally.
The definition of minorities from a broadcast perspective has greatly broadened, and it was a great challenge for us as judges to take that new definition on board, because we were looking at diversity in all its forms, ranging and including gender, transgender, colour, culture, and those who were mentally and physically challenged. For us as adjudicators, it was also very challenging, intriguing, and a fascinating process. From Croatia, an amazing story that was done in a very honest manner. It's about a gay footballer who came from Nigeria, perhaps. But there's an honesty in the telling of the story that raises occasional question marks about the honesty of the main character. And this adds to what I think was a wonderfully told story.
When I got negative, I couldn't smile for It's really because I really want to stay. I thought I'm giving everything, so I couldn't take it. It's hard, you know. So that's why it's a situation you really can change your life, and a situation that can hurt your life too.
Called me for third interview. After 1 year, called me for third interview.
Me, I got negative, just like him.
When he appeals, can you speak for him then?
Do you have documents, or any document you put to them?
Yeah, I gave them police and court report. I came here inside of a lawyer.
I make my always lie to you. Sometimes use female lawyer.
Here we had a great story, because this centrally was about a person who had suffered the most horrific injuries that have completely changed his life and the life of his family. And it captures the battle between him and society as he gets back to normal. It's a great story, well told, a must watch.
Men først og fremmest er det historien om Nick og Tanja efter ulykken. Det er sidste dag i Nick Vejles gamle liv. Mandag aften den 4. august 2014 står han på kajen i Strandby. Han er i gang med at pumpe skidtfisk op fra en fiskekutter, da han pludselig hører råb fra lastrummet. Her befinder de to fiskere, Hans Jørgen Hansen og nevøen Morten Christensen, sig. Hvad husker du fra den aften? Og hvad gør du så der?
Så sagde jeg til lidt specifikt, at jeg gør det.
Og hvad gør du så?
Jeg går hen og kigger og arbejder ned.
Og husker du mere?
Ja. Og det ligger der.
Fiskene i lasten har udviklet dødsens farlige svovlbrintedampe. Store mængder af svovlbrinte lammer lugtesansen, så man knap nok når at fornemme, at noget er galt, før
winning program is Nick and Tanya after the accident. Please welcome the winner of the category Minorities and Society, a second win from Denmark, this time for TV2 North, Søren Hansen and Jasper Badsted. Probably this time. Well, David, two prizes from Denmark.
Yes, indeed. First two winners are from Denmark. So maybe it's time we should take a look around our judging venue and find out what or who inspires the Danish. Odense is the home of TV2 Fyn and the home of storyteller Hans Christian Andersen.
Next, a classical fantasy. The music composed by the pianist of the ensemble, Ana Paula Andrade, a theme inspired by the traditional Azorian music. Let's go to the music. if you need a composer for your documentaries or your films, you can invite Ana Paula. So, after the music, to our music category. This category is sponsored by the Irish language broadcaster TG4. Please welcome to the present trophy, Caroline Dowan.
Right, well, this category is only in its third year, but is proving more popular year by year. It's open to documentaries, features, or musical performance. The chair of the category was indeed our sponsor, Caroline Niduan.
What we found was the diversity that we found from the various regions in the celebration of music, not only in its traditional form, but indeed the emotive quality that music can bring to various pieces also. And what we found is it crossed all genres, and indeed it added a huge impact to the productions that we witnessed and viewed. So this year's Commended was chosen because we felt that they really thought it through, the creative element of bringing music to life, with not only the fairy tale element, but also the use of graphics and indeed the creative edginess of the piece.
Gospodin Stevan Hristić, naš uvaženi kompozitor, na proplanak kraj Karaburme stiže peške, laka koraka. Ne bi se reklo da strepi od susreta. Gospodin Stanislav Vinaver, naš čuveni publicista, pesnik, prevodilac i vagabund, stigo je kočijom, dokle ona mogla da saobraća. Od kočije do mesta susreta napravio brzih 200 koraka, što za njega nije osobeno, i usled toga se zaduvao.
Biljana.
To sam ja, Marko.
Kuda će? Ne znam.
This year's winning entry was very enjoyable for us as judges to watch, from the very beginning through to the very end. Not only from the opening animation that was used, but also the central character was very strong throughout. And the story itself, the production team must be commended for their choice of shots, for the camera work, and indeed all of the production elements of the winning entry.
Je to krásný zvuk. Ještě by byl hezčí, kdyby to byla normální ruční pila, ale to už bych nedal. To bych se strašně nadřel. Ale kdyby byly normální pily, na který se hraje, že jo, takový ty ohýbací, tak to bychom tady s Vítkem prostě řezali, že jo, pak prostě vytáhneš ten smyčec, zahraješ, že jo. a začali bychom zpívat hej, pocoláňo, dívča seče, a do toho by hráli ty pily.
Pro mě je hudba já. To je to, co prožívám, to, co bych chtěl, to, co už je třeba za mnou, to všechno je pro mě ta hudba a ať chcu nebo nechcu, tak se to, myslím si, tak se to třeba promítá i v té interpretaci. Jsou to nějaké zkušenosti, které do toho promítám, na základě kterých o té muzice přemýšlím a vlastně jsou to věci, se kterými se nějak snažím identifikovat nebo si jimi snažím něco sdělit, co třeba nejde až tak jednoduše slovy vyslovit.
A masterpiece. Congratulations to the winner of the music category. Please welcome from Czech TV studio Ostava, Katrina Odjakova. I think it's correct. And we've just had the music category. Now we have the entertainment category. The sponsors of this new category are two Spanish stations, TV Galicia y Radio Televisión Asturias. To present the trophy on behalf of two broadcasters from RTA Asturias, the Director of Content, Lucia Herrera.
Right, well, our audience is interested not only in news, information and investigations, important as they are at local level. Our audience also enjoys features which can make it smile and relax. And this category proves that regional media can deliver this as well. Here's the chair of the entertainment category from RTBF in Belgium, Christine Schwartz.
The judges were very pleased with all the entries and the variety of the entries. We had a lot of different footage going from reports, sport, shows, entertainment and children's programs. The judges loved the screenplay, the research, and how people deal with a dramatic situation and how far things can go.
Zeptám se teď, když vydáte jídlo tady, že hranolky budou za 4 minuty. A zeptám se teď, víte vy o tom, že teď nařízená evakuace, protože zde je uložena bomba?
Prosím?
A bomba zde uložena?
Bomba!
Ano.
Bomba!
Ano, zde, že je uložena bomba. Myslím, že objednávka zrušena, protože oni evakuují a bojí se výbuchu zde. Tak to my u nás zvykli. U nás se říká přísloví, ani štítek neotřese ti o tvůj šátek čaje, pakliže exploze vyletí do vzduchu tebe hned. Ale to je takové přísloví naše.
The judges chose as the winner of this entry the story about two puppets who live a dramatic moment because their dove dies. The judges loved this approach and thought it was an excellent example for a children's program dealing with a serious matter.
Ze ademt net meer en ze heeft geen roku meer.
Nee.
Het hele liefje is al stief en koud, hè?
Ja.
We zullen afschieten van haar nimmer matten. Ik ben wel kleer voor de begrafenis, ja. Harry? Harry Hasse?
Ja, hier ben ik al.
Maar Harry, wat haast nou tegen het is geen feest, het is een begrafenis.
Ja, dat weet ik ook wel. Maar Dora maakt toch een mooi kistje, hè? Ja.
En dan die feestelijke slinger. Hel je die gouders van die hals al, hè?
Ja, maar dit is nou juist wat Dora mooi vindt. Ik vind het jou echt heel stom, dogge. Ja, maar jouw stomme zwarte cape. En die stomme zwarte strikken.
Hè?
Ja.
Nou ja, ik toch stom?
Zo is het. Stomme koning Hert.
Ja, maar... Nou, kom, hè, dan lissen we erin het kleurige kistje.
Pigeon is dead. Please welcome to the very first winner of the category Entertainment from Omroep, Finland, in the Netherlands, Vijs van Meer, Brett Wassenaar, and Tej Mister. Probably. My God. Sorry. Pronounce correctly your name.
Vijs van der Meer.
Okay.
Brecht Wassenaar.
Thijs Meester.
It's very difficult for me. Okay. Relax. We try.
Yeah.
It's okay. Okay. And now, the Azorian musical tradition and sounds are now bound to this place in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. They reach all corners of the world. We will now listen the voice of Vanya Dilak in his version of Shamateia. This song was created originally for a TV fictional program here in Azores and became a very popular song. And after another special song that goes back 300 centuries in our tradition, named Olhos Negros, it means black eyes, and the music can play a fundamental role in preserving popular tradition and the diversity of the regions. Let's go.
No berço que a ilha encerra, bebo as rimas deste canto no mar alto desta terra, nada a razão do meu pranto. Deste canto essa batalha não der para acalmar minha alma inquieta, estou para o que der e vier nas voltas da chama Rita. Chama Rita, sapateia, eu quero é contradizer o aperto desta bruma que às vezes me quer vencer. Oh meu bem, oh chama Rita, meu alento e vai e vem, vou embarcar nesta dança sapateia. Oh meu bem. Oh meu bem, oh chama Rita, meu alento e vai, vou embarcar nesta dança sapateia. Oh meu bem. Os teus olhos negros, negros, são gentios da Guiné. Os teus olhos negros, negros, são gentios da Guiné. Ai da Guiné, por serem negros, da Guiné por serem negros, gentios por não ter fé. Ai da Guiné, por serem negros, da Guiné por serem negros, gentios por não ter fé. Os meus olhos de chorar, ai de chorar, fizeram covés no chão. Os meus olhos de chorar, ai de chorar, fizeram covés no chão. Choram por ti, choram por ti, choram por ti. Os teus por quem chorarão, choram por ti, choram por ti, choram por ti. Os teus por quem chorarão.
Great voice. Great voice. Two songs about the soul, about the people from the islands. One of the professional benefits of CIRCOM is the way regional broadcasters can learn from each other. We can look, compare, and also learning with the ideas and techniques from the others. And we can share our programs and videos as well. The citizenship co-production is supported by the European Parliament. To present the trophy, the member of the European Parliament from the Azores, Sofia Ribeiro.
Now, this has been one of the most successful joint ventures for regional broadcasters. The citizenship co-production partners each make a short feature on an agreed topic. So if you give one feature, you have access to many others in return. Alongside the Prix, the European Parliament makes a special award of €1,000 to the best of these co-production features. The coordinator of the co-production was also the chair of the category judges, Christine Schwartz, again from RTBF Belgium.
With the support of the European Parliament, we are already launching the 4th citizenship project, and we are very happy this year with the quality of the entries because they improved a lot since the last year. What would you think about a computer made out of wood? This was our excellent story from Slovakia, who is our winner. When you think about computers, you think about high technology and horrible plastic things. And here you have this beautiful report about somebody who had the genius idea to make a computer out of wood.
Jan a Martin vytvorili viacero prototypov drevených počítačov. Najprv boli omnoho väčšie ako tento posledný model.
Začínali sme najprv s takýmto čisto nalakovaným, potom sme skúšali podsvietenie hore, kde bola kombinácia so sklom. A následne sme skúšali bez skla, čisto drevené. A až potom sme zistili, že dokážeme ešte urobiť v menšom, čo je v podstate tieto dva prototypy. A toto je vlastne finál, ktorý je momentálne dokončený.
Teraz sa sústredíme aj na výrobu ďalších zariadení k tomuto počítaču, k sérii. Chceli by sme vyvinúť tú dokovaciu stanicu. Vlastne je to monitor hliníkovo-drevený s automatickým nabíjaním toho produktu, aby sme tu nemuseli mať takéto káble, aby to mohlo byť bezkáblové. No a vlastne na toto používame dizajnérov a ďalších výrobcov hliníka, treba z kraja. Máme tu veľa šikovných remeselníkov, šikovných ľudí, ktorí to teda vedia vyrábať a budeme im dávať tú prácu.
Drevený počítač už má svoju tašku. Vyrábajú priamo v regióne garbiar Jozef.
Taška je v podstate na veľkosť tak asi, že by sa tam vošla A4. Zapína sa na magnetky a čo vlastne v strede sa nachádza ten sérii počítač. Vlastne je tak spravené, aby bolo vidno aj ten počítač, keď je to tam vložené. Tuto na boku sú nejaké vrecká, do ktorých sa nejaké veci môžu dať.
Tento startupový projekt zo Slovenska má ekologický rozmer. Za každý vyrobený drevený počítač výrobcovia zasadia v tejto krásnej krajine 2 nové stromy.
Je percento z predaja určené, ktorým vlastne my vraciame naspäť to drevo. Z toho percenta budeme vysádzať nové stromky, budeme vysádzať lesy, budeme sa snažiť to drevo dať späť.
Please welcome the winner of this category from RTVS, Slovakia, Martina Kvashkayova. And from Europe-wide co-production with turn to the category News Report on European issue. And after the European Parliament, the next sponsor is another European institution, the European Committee for the Regions, representing regions and cities in our continent. Please welcome a member of the Committee of the Regions from the Azores, Vasco Alves Cordeiro.
Right, now this category criteria is slightly changed from last year. Judges are now asked to consider the relevance of the news report across Europe. The chair of the judges was Michael Lally from RTE Ireland, and here's what Michael and his category judges thought of the entries.
This was a very difficult category. It didn't attract huge entries, not surprisingly. Very broad. European issues, European issue-led stories, a difficult one because under that heading, everything can be European issue. So it was a category that included everything from Brexit to the winning area, transparency. It was the full gambit. I think if people read the criteria, it could have been a lot more interesting. There's a lot more European issues at regional level that could have been included in this. The commended entry for us came from Galicia. Again, a brilliantly made piece of television. Compelling, fascinating to watch, needed more focus on the issue. And that again comes back to the basic role of the commendation. It is, this could have been great if focus more on the issue, but there was the makings of a great story in this. I recommend it to people to watch.
Mais, un ano despois, as vagoas mudaron en sorrisos e Willy organizou a Copa DR7 no municipio pontevedrés de Forcarei.
Como podéis imaginar, a idea surxe cando pasa o fatídico accidente de Laguna Seca. Entonces Luis Vales se mexeu, que é como un segundo irmán, e levamos moito tempo no mundo do motor. Dicimos, coño, hai que facer algo en Galicia para sacar autopiloto porque non hai ningún máis, é unha desgracia que non haya unha licencia de velocidade en todo Galicia. E entonces sacamos esta iniciativa para captar un futuro piloto para subir en 4 anos ao Mundial de Moto3.
O obxectivo da Copa DR7 é o de formar e promover xoves promesas do motociclismo.
Buscamos traballo, humildade, e ganas de chegar, e que se deixen, sobre todo, asesorar por os xente que entendemos de motor.
We, the judges, when talking about this one, when you look at Europe, look back at just the last 6 months, what has happened? You think about Brexit, all of the issues. You think about what people talk about. And here you have a key issue, transparency. And I believe that RTBF captured the essence of it. They had an issue. They went to Sweden. They spoke to the people there at local government level, how the politicians were paid, what they could claim for, was there graft involved, what kind of investigations took place. This was the kind of story, again, this was positive. This was constructive journalism. It wasn't negative, but it also exposed wrongdoing.
Pas de taxi. Non. Pas de voiture professionnelle? Pas de voiture professionnelle. Et tout Suédois qui le veut peut avoir accès à ces fiches.
Si vous appelez la presse ou quiconque s'y intéresse, je suis obligé de les donner, et le plus rapidement possible.
Même chose pour les emails ou les SMS professionnels.
Mes emails officiels sont ouverts à tout le monde.
Et pas de tabou. Maria Riden explique gagner 6 500 € par mois, plus 90 € brut à chaque conseil communal. Dominique est belgo-suédois. Il est aussi conseiller communal à Nacka, une commune de 100 000 habitants à l'est de Stockholm. Il se définit comme un politicien de loisir, car pour cette occupation, il ne gagne presque rien.
Pour une réunion au conseil communal, je touche environ 55 € brut, sur lesquels donc je suis taxé. Un conseil communal, c'est 5 à 6 heures la réunion elle-même, et il faut compter environ une quinzaine d'heures pour lire tous les documents pour être préparé à la réunion.
Donc vous êtes payé combien de l'heure, alors si on fait un rapide calcul?
2 à 3 euros de l'heure peut-être, avant imposition.
Soit environ 370 € net par an. Comparativement à Namur, ville d'environ 100 000 habitants également, c'est plutôt 3 000 € par an. En Suède, parler argent public est normal, au nom de la transparence.
And the winner is Sweden, a model of transparency. They collected the award for the news report on European issue. From RTBF, Belgium, please welcome Alexander Pletzer.
Thank you.
During this show, we understand better the diversity and traditions in the Azores. Music is the best way to communicate and honor those cultural roots. Next, we'll be joined by the brothers Rafael and César Carvalho. We'll perform a typical folk music, Bailho Furado is the name. It's a music played on a very special instrument, the viola da terra. It means guitar from the land. It's a typical instrument, a guitar found only in Azores.
Well, from the traditional music of yesterday to the on-screen face of tomorrow, as we move to our category, Rising Star. Now, this category seeks to identify and encourage young presenters and reporters who are going to be the face of their region in the coming years. Younger talent to help attract a younger audience. And for this category, the award is different and perhaps more relevant. The cash of €2,000 is spent on providing a working exchange and travel bursary for the winner. For his working visit to, last year's winner was Nick Sheridan from RTE in Ireland. And for his working visit to another regional station, he went to SVT Sweden Luleå, home station of last year's video journalism winner, Randy Gitz. And here is Nick's report.
Hello everybody at CIRCOM 2017. I just want to tell you about the experience that I had in Luleå in Sweden with SVT and with Randy Gitz. It was an absolutely fantastic experience and it opened my eyes not just to the wonderful world of Sweden and to Luleå, but more importantly I think to the different ways of telling stories, in particular the work that Randy Gitz does as a one-woman band basically, as a videographer, as a storyteller, as an interviewer, as an editor. She really taught me the way that she works, from travelling in icebreaker boats to swimming in that freezing water, making music videos around Luleå. Before the trip, words like aperture and focus and iris exposure and all these things were certainly alien and were foreign to me. But now I feel much more comfortable with them, and I feel a lot more comfortable going forward telling my stories through video journalism. Luleå is a fantastic place, totally different to what I'm used to. And I will certainly cherish the memories that I made there, and indeed cherish the memories of all the people that I met there who were so helpful, and particularly those in SVT. A huge thanks to CIRCOM. Hello to everybody at the conference. I hope you have a fantastic few days and that you learn a lot, as I did myself. All the best.
Last year, Ring Star winner Nick Sheridan from RTE, learning new skills at CVT Luleå in Sweden. And so, to this here Rising Stars category, the sponsor is TVR, Romania, presenting the trophy, Elena Spanili, the Director of International Relations.
Right, well, in the Rising Star category, there is no commended, only a winner. The chair of the judges in Odense was Klaus Unterberger of ORF Austria.
I think that the most important challenge for public service media is to make distinctive quality visible. So therefore we have to be in search of new talents, to find a new competence and quality for the future of public service media. So this was the search, so to say. And I think we had almost a drama of action in finding the appropriate candidate, as it was really a close race. It was a very close race because we had very convincing, strong candidates in this group, and we picked out this one candidate because he's a role model for 360-degree journalism in digital media.
Salut tout le monde, c'est Thomas, salut les auditeurs de Pure FM. Ben voilà, je suis dans Wynwood District, donc c'est un quartier d'artistes qui s'expriment tous les matins sur les murs de ce quartier, notamment en ce qui concerne la politique américaine, et notamment, ben, vous pouvez le voir juste là derrière moi, nos amis Hillary Clinton et Donald Trump en Ronald McDonald. J'ai donc sorti pour vous mon plus beau micro. Je vais essayer de sonder les amateurs d'art du quartier de Wynwood pour savoir s'ils connaissent la musique belge, et en particulier Stromae, mais aussi et surtout Sandra Kim. Allez, on va le découvrir. Speaking of radios, it's been 2 years now I'm also working for Pure, our radio for young listeners. The objective there is to take some time to explain the complex news with simple words and a larger tone.
Ce mercredi, c'est avec Thomas Mignon. Salut Thomas.
Salut tout le monde.
Salut, comment ça va? Ça fait longtemps qu'on t'a pas vu.
Bien, mais oui, vous m'avez manqué.
Mais oui, tu nous as manqué toi aussi.
J'ai mis mes habits du dimanche pour vous voir.
Mais on voit ça, tu es très chic d'ailleurs ce matin, avec
en costard.
ton petit blazer moucheté, moi j'aime beaucoup.
On n'en méritait pas tant, mais c'est tant mieux, bravo. Alors Thomas, aujourd'hui tu as décidé de t'attaquer à un énorme morceau.
Ben oui, ce dossier, c'est the big dossier du moment, vous en entendez parler tous les jours.
Cette question pour suivre, y aura-t-il une commission d'enquête sur le Casagate chez nous?
Et la fameuse loi donc, c'est celle de la transaction pénale.
Ben oui, vous en avez aussi certainement entendu parler, c'est une loi qui dit que pour certains types d'affaires, il est en gros possible de s'arranger avec le juge pour payer une somme d'argent plutôt que d'avoir une peine de prison par exemple.
Super.
C'est pratique. Eh bien, en dernière minute, l'ami Patok, paf, il a soudainement pu conclure une transaction pénale de 23 millions d'euros parce que soudainement, la loi avait été adaptée et il était soudainement dans les conditions pour en bénéficier.
And as for television, it's quite new for me. I'm producing the fact-checking sequence Checkpoint on the weekly magazine Europe Hebdo. I presented this new sequence that RTBF produces in Strasbourg on the TV set. And I will have made 20 checkpoint sequences by June.
So, please welcome to our rising star from RTBF in Belgium, Thomas Mignon. Thomas, like so many in media in these days, is multitasks. Our next category, video journalism, used to be the leading edge of the production systems, now very common across Europe. The sponsor is BBC from the United Kingdom. Here to present the trophy, the Deputy Controller of English Regions, Mike McFlynn.
Well, operating a camera, often these days, phone camera, is now a must-have skill for journalists in most newsrooms. It's a great way to get closer to your story. The chair of the video journalism category is himself an award-winning VJ as a Mojo, a mobile phone journalist. He's from Hessische Rundfunk in Germany, Gunnar Henrich.
We were judging not only the subjects and the art of storytelling, so we were looking also for the technical aspects like camera work, like editing, like the sound that is important for VJ works, and so we had a very huge variety of films to see, some very artificial with high-end productions of camera work, for example, and some accompanying people and being close to them. And we were looking as the jury for the best mix of a good story and perfect technical work. The jury was very impressed to see 3 absolutely different stories produced all on iPhone and iPad, and they were dealing with absolutely different subjects, some with reenactment scenes, some accompanying people miners in the underground, and the third one being on a fisherman's boat with very, very rare space to work. And yes, we were very impressed about the camera work of the VJ.
¿Qué vienes de frente? Sí. Tu familia está en Soto de Luña.
Vamos. Nombre. Nombre. Jesús Vázquez.
8 de la mañana, el nuevo Galana sale del puerto de Candás. A bordo, 5 tripulantes, 3 de ellos buzos. Sin perder de vista la costa, se preparan para la primera inmersión.
We been very impressed by the skills of this VJ in his different films. He was working as a VJ and as a mojo. Especially the Minor film was, in our minds, the best entry of this year's VJ category, as it shows brilliant camera works and a very fine sense of storytelling. And yes, this was all filmed on an iPhone and edited on an iPad, and it shows a high-end production of camera works.
Kotlar. Ruku od ventilatora. Portir.
Deda mi je poginuo 65, ovdje u Rudniku. Čale mi radio i on, sjeko istu penziju ovdje, 30 godina radio. I ja ja ovdje nisam imao gdje na drugom mjestu. 13 godina sam ovdje. Ima ženu, dvoje djeca, sina i ćerku.
Trojka, otvaramo pod podlogu oka 3/3, gdje je bio vodosabirnik. Da se uzme prvo dobro podine, da se očisti, znači povadi stojke, idemo istim rasponima, 2,20, 2,80, popio. S tobom ti, Saša Goljović i ko ti je pisao? Ko je pisao vozač trojka? Ja. Jugo.
Sin mi pita po neki put, je li teško, ja kažem, nije i tako. Sin mi je od 7. razreda, čerkica drugi, Stefan i Milica. Za djecu mora da složi. Teško, nije baš lako, nigdje. Trenutak kada je stvarno teško da ne može, ali mora se raditi.
Amazing camera work. Please welcome the winner of this category, video journalism from RTS Serbia, Dusan Jemovic. Correct? Okay. Sorry. You have to tell your name.
It's Dusan Jemovic.
It's okay. Congratulations. Thank you. Since the 80s, the Azorian regional TV invests in fictional content. In fact, have been the best tool to reveal the history of the people living on the islands. A number of TV fictional content reflecting their own reality became available to the Azorians. The fictional programs produced here made history in Portuguese television. Those projects involved the locals as an actors. Everybody helped to bring to life the stories of this land. Fictional productions in Azores was always a big challenge. In the next 5 minutes, we will remember some key moments of our fictional contents in the last decades here in Azores.
Eu cá não sei de rotes, mas diz que filho da tia Rosa anda embeçado pela calamamia.
Coitada da calamã.
Tu acreditas no que essa gente diz de mim, não é?
Não já.
É tudo mentira.
E se este senhor Asdrúbal fosse tocar piano para...
faz?
Temos que fazer aquele barco. Custa o que custar.
Acho que vai dar certo, hein?
Temos que experimentar. É a única maneira que a gente tem de sair daqui.
Achas que era perceber? Geralmente sim, nós estamos desgraçados. Vocês não estavam lá comigo?
Estrada!
E nunca faltei com nada nesta casa. E já te faltei com alguma coisa, Medicina. Anda, diz esta raia desta feiticeira se já te faltei com alguma coisa.
Tu só não lhe faltas. É com isso que tens pendurado entre as pernas. Com isso é que tu não lhe sabes faltar. Para ela andar sempre pronha que nem uma coelha.
Excomungada.
Mas a ver, besta.
Uma quadrilha de bandoleiros assaltou o paquete de Santa Maria. Uma inteligente ação governativa trouxe-o de volta.
Terroristas inimigos de Deus e da pátria atacaram o paquete de Santa Maria. Temos que ir ao Terreiro de Paço dar o nosso apoio ao Sr. Doutor Oliveira Salazar.
Não sou um demónio. Sou apenas uma rapariga que veio da província.
As fadas, eu creio nelas. Umas são moças e belas, outras velhas de pasmar. Umas vivem nos rochedos, outras pelos arvoredos, outras à beira do mar.
Ele se ajudou à loucura que estava destinada!
Ele se ajudou à loucura que estava destinada!
Ele se ajudou à loucura que estava destinada!
Ele se ajudou à loucura!
Se a tua existência é real, ode, dou-te 7 minutos para me fulminares. 7 minutos!
Here's the big adventure. Here's the big adventure of the 80s. Forever changed the Portuguese television. And he had a big participant. He is an artist, a film director, composer, and is with us tonight to sing Canção do Medo. It means Song of Fear. Zeca Medeiros.
assombrações. Ventre deste sobressalto, a memória dos vulcões desenhadas no basalto, terra-mãe de assombrações, gerando um medo antigo nos nossos corações. Terra-mãe de assombrações, chão nosso de cada dor, tristes são tuas canções, tão tirano teu tremor. Terra-mãe de assombrações, cratera de mistérios nos nossos corações. É de fogo o meu lamento, trago lava no meu pranto, percorro este cismo que me faz cismar. Para suspenso deste espanto tão imenso, um pássaro de sombra neste meu cantar. Terra-mãe de assombrações, ventre deste sobressalto, a memória dos vulcões desenhadas no basalto, terra-mãe de assombrações, gerando um medo antigo nos nossos corações. Terra-mãe de assombrações, chão nosso de cada dor, tristes são tuas canções, tão tirano o teu tremor. Terra-mãe de assombrações, cratera de mistérios nos nossos corações. Trago lava no meu pranto, percorro este cismo que me faz cismar. Há milhafre suspenso deste espanto tão imenso, um pássaro de sombra neste meu cantar.
From the simplicity of our previous category, video journalism, to the complex subject of the investigative journalism. Please welcome to the sponsor of this category, the Council of Europe Head of Web and Social Media, Alan Drake.
Well, this category draws on that essential part for journalism in the democratic process: deep and independent evaluation of the way we run our society. Investigative journalism asks serious questions of our institutions and holds to account those in power. It is perhaps the very core of a healthy public service media. The chair of our judging group was from YLE in Finland, Elina Ravanti.
Journalism in its essence is about fighting for the good against the bad. And it was delightful this year to see how investigative journalism is done across Europe and how also with limited resources you can do very good investigative journalism. First of all, the report showed an innovative way of using different techniques, and secondly, it did have an impact. It helped potentially hundreds of people in avoiding a very expensive trap.
All the job seekers are told to come for a final interview before signing a contract and commencing work. Our reporter's on her way to an office in the heart of the city.
So basically, they put £100 a month into your pension. And you should be able to join the private healthcare plan, and also they give you a monthly gym membership.
20. Next is the crux of how Phillips makes his money.
20, 14, 16.
All were asked by different assistants to pay for accreditation to work at the company. Experts say that's a warning.
The winner really stood out with its innovative attitude, and also the attitude of the team, how adamant they were about finding out the truth. And it also showed that investigative journalism can be both important and entertaining.
Det återstår bara 3 stycken och en av dem kommer att gå härifrån med 10 000 kronor. Blir det Cecilia som har 30 poäng när vi drar igång?
My name is Samir and I'm a social affairs reporter for Swedish television.
Artister är första rubriken. Vilket är det amerikanska artisten Pinks egentliga namn? Samir?
Alicia Beth Moore.
Helt rätt! Du tar ledningen där.
I'm not taking part in the quiz show to test my general knowledge. I'm here to get some practice in cheating.
Paramaribo. Antimon. Mistral.
If it works, I'll expose a huge cheating scandal that turns over millions of kronor and that could even send a shockwave through the entire academic world. The equipment that HP Guden says I need arrives in the post, and I get instructions to be on standby for a practice run one Sunday evening before the test.
Hör du mig?
Jag hör dig.
Jättebra. Av med ljudet så är det bara dröja kvar. Vi kommer köra högskoleprovet 2014, vårterminen 2014. Så, då kommer de första 5 svaren.
The next person I call is a woman who, according to the tax office, had only been in Sweden for about 6 months before getting top marks, 1.85 on the test.
Hi, my name is Samir. Hi, I'm a reporter at Swedish television.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that you got 1.85 on högskoleprovet.
Yes.
Yes. And I was just wondering, how did you achieve that score when you don't speak Swedish?
Well, I studied very hard, especially in Swedish.
Mm.
And it took me more than 1 year to get it. I think I was a little bit lucky too.
But well, just shortly, what do you say if I ask you that you've cheated on högskoleprovet?
I think that's completely nonsense, and I don't want you to call me if I cheated on högskoleprovet.
But I'm curious about one thing. How did you solve the part of högskoleprovet where it's Swedish words? If you don't speak Swedish, I mean. All up.
The winner entry is great for Sile. Please welcome the investigative journalist winner from SVT, Gothenburg, Kenny Andersson and Martin Sundborn. The Azores regional station of RTP are delighted to welcome the conference of CIRCOM and welcome regional media executives and experts from all over Europe. For 2 days, delegates are debating the key issue in media and hopefully learning much from each other. The main theme of the conference is built around the appeal of regional television to a younger audience. And the conference continues all day tomorrow, when one of the highlights to meet the winners from tonight to hear more about how the winning programs are made. The conference is about fresh ideas, and so is this next category, most original and innovative. Please welcome the category sponsor from TVP, Wrocław, Poland, the national coordinator, Wojciech Milowski. Close.
Right, well, if regional television fails to come up with bright ideas behind the camera, online and on screen, we will be ignored and switched off. The criteria this year emphasizes the need to be innovative behind the camera as well as on screen. This category attracted more entries than any other apart from documentary. So maybe that's a hopeful sign for regional television. Another hopeful sign is that entries were from 16 different countries. The chair of the judges was from NRK Norway, Sven Holland.
Overall, it was a lot of innovative programs. I think that the regional offices very often is in forefront when it comes to taking into use new techniques, new possibilities. And this year we have seen a lot of nature documentaries, some children documentaries, some art documentaries, and it varies from 1 minute until 2 hours. So the variation is very big. The commanded entry is a documentary about 25 years TV channel anniversary. Not an obvious candidate for winning the prize, but we were impressed with the innovative initiative of getting into close contact with the audience in a kind of innovative but analog way.
Pentru că, în primul rând, aceste play-uri sunt încărcate de istorie și pe ele locuiesc niște oameni deosebiți, talentați, ambițioși, cu rezultate deosebite în activitatea lor și pentru aceasta merită să fie cunoscuți nu numai în județ, nu numai în țară, ci chiar și peste hotarele.
Mircea Tiperciuc face case de 30 de ani. Tinichigiul de la arbore este cel care desăvârșește munca constructorului. De când nu se mai acoperă casele cu draniță, Mircea Tiperciuc nu se poate plânge că nu are de lucru.
Între aici de 30 de ani trebuie și lucrat vagoane de tablă, căsile care sunt în zonă pe aici, majoritatea le-am făcut eu.
Well, the winner is a program about the bird cliff in northern Norway. It's a multi-platform project, giving the audience a lot of possibilities to take part and approach on TV and also on social media and on internet. So it's the combination and all the possibilities in communicating with the audience that impressed the judges. And I'm really also happy that my judge colleagues choose to go for this program from my regional office.
Velkommen til Hornøya. Denne fugleøyen langt nord og aller lengst øst i landet. I 5 uker sender vi direkte herfra på nett døgnet rundt. I tillegg til at vi sender her på NRK1 og utover kvelden og natten på NRK2.
Det er ikke rart at lyden manglet her. Ikke rart at lyden mangler her. Skarven har nøkket ut ledningen. Jeg har prøvd å bruke det som reirmateriale.
That was the bird clip. Please welcome the winner of this category, most original and innovative from NRK of the land, Nils Arsabo and Jeb Dahl. And so, to our final category, and always the biggest and most fiercely contested, documentary. The sponsor of this category is RTE from Ireland to present the trophy, Michael Lally.
Yes, this is certainly the toughest category to win, 30 strong entries. The chair of the documentary category was Marian Voicu from Tevere, Romania, and he and his jury had a tough time choosing.
We saw an excellent selection of European documentaries. We saw that in Europe we have the same themes, the same obsession, and each country finds a different approach to each of these themes. Maybe in the future it can be a good idea that the journalists from these different European countries look to their colleagues' work. Four boys, 13 years old, are skating in order to escape a boring life. We see the world through children's eye and without any makeup. I think this documentary is a remarkable achievement because it's reaching out the teenager audience, and I think it's very important for CIRCOM in general, but also for any regional station in Europe.
Il y a un certain moment où tu commences à grandir et à part s'ennuyer. Bon, on va se quitter. Non, on se cache dans les herbes. Non, on va se quitter. Oh, on se cache dans les herbes.
This is a great observational documentary, an emotional and empathetic story about 12 energetic lady pensioners who decided, despite their age, to perform the Swan Lake. We enjoyed this production because we can laugh with the characters, but not at the characters. And it was quite a comfortable view about aging, about the problems that old Europe are facing now.
No to už byste byla jakoby ve druhé pozici. Paty musí být k sobě kolem.
Nám stačí první pozice.
Nahoru, dolů. Nahoru, dolů. Nahoru, dolů. Nahoru, dolů.
Zení!
No, ještě arabesku jste tam hodila, no. Pěkně.
Já jsem si dneska už dvakrát koleno mazala.
V noci křeč jsem měla. Kdybyste se nehýbali, tak byste zase gaučovu nemoc.
Zavařovala kybel ogůrek večer.
Tak chtěli byste trénovat, že byste mě vyměnili za baletku. Jo, a ona by vám trénovala, ona by vás proháněla.
Nevyměním tě. Za balet
Jirenka mě zvolí.
And the winner is Jack Swan. Please welcome our winner, David. She has a triple success.
She does indeed. She is the winner of the entertainment category.
Also the music.
She's winner of the music. Sorry,
And
commended in entertainment, winner of music.
And now she is winner of the category documentary. Please welcome
Katarina
a very special round of
Ondřekova.
applause from Amazing Success, Katarina Ondřekova, Czech TV Studio Ostava. Almost the end.
Almost, not quite.
And once more, the music and tradition of Azores. Again, with the voice of Vânia Dilac, Ilhas de Bruma is the song, adopted by the locals as an official anthem. What can I say about this song? For me, the sound reflects the blue, the green, the sky of Azores' Atlantic soul. Let's go, music.
Sinto os pés no terreiro
Os meus avós bailavam o pezinho, a bela aurora e a sapatear, e na lembrança vulcões e terremotos. Por isso é que eu sou das ilhas de bruma, onde as gaivotas vão beijar a terra. Por isso é que eu sou das ilhas de bruma, onde as gaivotas vão beijar a terra. Se no olhar trago a delícia das ondas, o olhar é a doçura das lagoas, é que trago a ternura das hortênsias, no coração a ardência das caldeiras. Por isso é que eu sou das ilhas de bruma, onde as gaivotas vão beijar a terra. Por isso é que eu sou das ilhas de bruma, onde as gaivotas vão beijar a terra. É que nas veias corre-me basalto negro, no coração a ardência das caldeiras. O mar imenso me chama e tenho verde, tanto verde onde encarma a esperança. Por isso é que eu sou das ilhas de bruma, onde as gaivotas vão beijar a terra. Por isso é que eu sou das ilhas de bruma, onde as gaivotas vão beijar a terra. Por isso é que eu sou das ilhas de
Muito obrigada.
And so, to the very last award, the Grand Prix. This is the program the judges say is the most outstanding of all the entries viewed. Please welcome first the sponsor from ORF Austria, its managing director, Gerhard Draxler. There we go. Okay. And now, please welcome the president of CIRCOM from NRK Norway, Turner Kunst. And yes, you will see that Turner does have an envelope in her hand. Inside that envelope is the name of the Grand Prix, and since this is not the Oscars, let's hope it's the correct name. Finally, please welcome again Vasco Alves Cordero, the President of the Azores Regional Assembly. Now we're assembled, we come to the winner of the Grand Prix, the best of the best, with a further €2,000 in cash, plus the final trophy and deep respect. Would our sponsor please pass the trophy to the President of the Azores to make the presentation. And Turner, President of CIRCOM, with the winning name, will you please open it and tell us who it is?
The winner of the Grand Prix is SVT Göteborg, Grades for Sail.
And it's the Grand Prix for the second year running for SVT Göteborg. So congratulations to our winners. Thanks to our sponsors, to all the stations who entered, to TV2 Fun in Denmark for the judging, to RTP and to the Azores.
And at the end, I would like to thank for being with us for the Prix CIRCOM. Will next year, good night and good and better ideas for the television for the future. Congratulations. Thanks all.